First and foremost, congrats to Niagara, man. They were really good tonight, and congrats to their team, their coaching staff. They were way more prepared than we were. That's on me. I have to do a better job with our team of having us ready to play. Towns really controlled the game for them. Rob was really good inside. Tate made some big shots. That kid made 2 huge free throws at the end of the game. To give them a 2-point, 2-possession game, to go +4. We were on our heels the whole game, and we didn't defend the way that we have been defending. We weren't as connected as we have been. And, again, that's on me. I have to do a better job of that. We tried to make a push there at the end and had some opportunities, but, we have to learn from them. And, the main thing is that we have to make sure every time we strap up and we're, put this uniform on that we're ready to go. And we can't rest on the past or worry about the past or worry about what's happened before. The present is the thing that's the most important. And painful lesson for us, but a lesson that we needed. And hopefully we'll be better from this.
Do you think that's maybe what went into tonight? You talk about resting on the past maybe a little bit?
I think they just played better than us. I think they were better prepared, and I think they just played better than us.
What was your message to your guys after the game, Jeff, and how much of it centered on that final thing you had said about focusing on the present and
It's exactly what I just said. That was my message.
Niagara, they were just up here talking about how their game plan was just to really pack the paint and take away the drives from your guys. How do you feel, X and the other guys handle, having that taken away from them?
I don't think we handled anything well tonight. I don't think there was anything that we handled well. And again, that's on me and our staff, and we have to do a better job. I don't think we handled anything well that they did. They outplayed us in every facet of the game.
Jeff, on Friday you talked about how pleased you were with the defensive effort that you guys had the first 8 games or whatever. What was different tonight? Maybe was it their execution? I mean, it looked like you were switching things up, trying to find some things defensively.
Yeah, there was nothing that we could do to contain them or to stop them. We had to kind of just hope that they missed. The first 8 games, we had done a pretty good job defending. We didn't tonight. And they executed very well. Now, they made some shots, some guys that, hadn't been shooting good percentages stepped up and made some shots, and that's what can happen on a night, especially when they're wide open looks. But again, I just didn't think we were as connected a group as we have been.
You think you guys needed a lesson like this?
Well, I hope not. We've already lost 1 game. I hope we would have learned a lesson from there, especially with the turnovers. We had 18 turnovers. That's something that's, really plagued us the last 5 halves that we've played. Just like I don't believe in moral victories, I don't believe that you need to lose or go through something to learn a lesson. So I personally don't believe in that. We just got outplayed tonight in every facet of the game.
With a pretty young team, Jeff, pretty inexperienced group, with this game being sandwiched between 2 rivalry games, how much did a game like this and an opportunity like this potentially worry you going into that?
Well, I worry about every game, and so I wasn't worried about West Virginia or I wasn't worried about Duquesne. I was worried about this game because I knew that, they could have one of those nights where they're making shots, which they did. And so I was worried about this. Again, I'm a little bit more mature than they are. I've been around the road a few more times, and so I understand the value and the importance of every game and being present. I didn't do a good enough job of conveying that to our team, and we didn't do a good enough job tonight playing, and they did. They were very present. They were excited. They were incredibly together. They've been through adversity with their best player being out and losing the last 3 games, 2 without him, and they've they really responded well together. Like a really neat thing was watching right before tip, and he huddled them. Their best player, like he huddled them together and got them and talked to them. And you could tell that they were all in and they were so focused on this game, excited to play. And that's the thing that we could never match, through the whole game. We got it to a point where we were maybe, as good emotion-wise as them when we were down and we made a push, but it was never where, we were in it more. And that's the thing I think we have been throughout, and for whatever reason, we weren't that tonight.
Could it have, you guys been on a real strong run? Maybe a little bit of hitting the wall, maybe?
I hope not. I hope not. I don't make excuses. I just think they play better than us, and we'll get back. We'll review this. We'll get better from it, and we'll start getting prepared for the next one.
You all, Jeff, used a couple lineups tonight. It was for very brief stretches, but I think it was where Audis was the tallest guy out there. How much are you maybe thinking of using those? I guess people would maybe call small ball lineups more moving forward.
Well, I think every lineup we have is small ball that we've played so far this year. So that was real small ball when we had that. And again, we were just trying to find right combinations just to try to get something going. That's what tonight was about. We were trying to figure out and trying to find the right combinations where we could get some energy and we could defend and we could rebound. I mean, Audis has been our best rebounder. In 9 defensive rebounds, I think the closest next guy was 3. That's ridiculous. As far as defensive rebounds, like we have to gang rebound. Everyone has to be a rebounder for us. And one of the biggest possessions of the game, we forced a miss and we didn't grab it. We waited for it to go out of bounds, and they made, I thought, the biggest play of the game, and it was indicative of how bad they wanted it. The kid came over and threw it off of us, and it gives them another possession. And so, it's just that play was indicative of to me, of how the whole night was for us. And we have to learn from that. We have to get better from that, and we have to demand better than that.
Jared, what was different defensively tonight than had been going on the first 8 games?
We weren't focused. We had no energy. They played way harder than us. They played way better than us. Wanted to win more than us.
Jared, do you have an idea of why? Is it looking ahead? Is it off the floor? What do you think?
Just not focused. Weren't ready to go. Saw it from the layup lines from before we even got onto the court. So lost this game before we even stepped out onto the floor today.
As a veteran on this team, do you think that you could have taken a bigger role of being more vocal and gathering guys together?
Yeah, I blame myself for a lot of things that happened today, especially the outcome at the end, final score up on the scoreboard. I take full blame for that. I have a very important role on this team, and if I don't fulfill that, then we're not going to see things happen that we want to see, and I'm not going to see things happen that I want to happen for this team also. So I need to step up way better than that. I need to be way better than that for my teammates. So,
what was Coach Gable's message to you guys after the game?
I mean, same thing I just said. I mean, we defeated ourselves before we even stepped out on the court tonight. Body language, focus, tension, energy, none of it was there that we usually have. This is what happens when that happens. So.
Was that something that was just kind of limited to today, or was that something you had noticed over the weekend at all after the Duquesne win, or again, was it just when you guys got here today that something just felt off?
You can see it from practice yesterday, to be honest with you. Energy was just off. Focus was just off. Thought we could just turn it on and off. Cannot do that. No basketball team can do that. And we're definitely not the basketball team that can do that.
There was a stretch there where you were playing the 5. Is that something that you knew might happen coming in, or is that something just coach trying to find a lineup that was going to get something together?
We had foul trouble, so we had to just go with we had to go with on the bench or whatever. So, I mean, we didn't have Malik, we didn't have a lot of players because of foul trouble, so we had to just fill positions and play a role in a bigger position. So that's it.
Are you comfortable playing the 5? I mean, is that something you practice at all?
Nah, it was just out of the blue thing, but.
What do you think the young guys especially can learn from a game like this?
Never take nothing for granted. I mean, they play their ass off, like Coach said, but we just can't take nothing for granted at all. So.
Jared, a lot of the guys haven't played against West Virginia. What are you going to preach the next couple of days where you guys play them in West Virginia?
I mean, as much as I can say, I don't think it's anything that I'm going to say. I'm pretty sure that we'll be ready for that game. Let alone what happened today. Everybody who watches college basketball, is a part of college basketball, knows the importance of that rivalry and how big it is to not only the cities but the programs and schools behind it. So I don't think it's going to be much talking. Just going to be ready, focused, ready to fight. It's called a brawl for a reason. So.
What are you guys expecting practice to be like tomorrow?
Intense, the way it's supposed to be, the way it usually is every single day. The focus, attention to detail that we usually show every day. We got to get back to being us. Our identity is not what we showed on the court tonight. It's what we showed in those games that we did when we played good defense, when we played hard, when we played together. We have to get back to that. If not, then stuff like this will happen a lot.
Jared, Niagara's guys were in here talking about how they came in with a concerted effort to take away the drives. Are there things that you guys can do better going forward when teams are going to really pack the paint like that and force you to find other ways to score?
Niagara just played harder than us. So that was the problem. We didn't play hard. Doesn't matter. We have talent and, skilled players enough to win games no matter what the defense is doing. But if the other team plays harder than you, you will never have a chance.
Yeah, I guess how differently, if at all, do you guys view yourselves as a team compared to what y'all maybe thought of yourselves going into a game like this?
Say that again?
Sorry. Yeah, after a game like this, how differently, if at all, do you guys sort of view yourself as a team and what you think you can do here in the next few months?
Well, I think as a team, we probably thought we were a little better than we were. I think we were a little high horse because, we got wins in the win column. Closing up to the wins that we even had last year. Had a game where we could have did that and took care of that problem right away from the jump, from the tip. But like I said, nobody, not even myself, was ready, and I blame myself for that. So.